Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are. Welcome to the Vegan World 2026 Moonshot podcast. And we are running a special for the next 8 days. Today, we're going to introduce the whole food extravaganza from Eat for the Earth and the Million Vegan Grandmothers. And we are joined by Reverend Beth Love and Tami Hay. So, welcome. And thank you for starting the new year, helping us start the new year on a very healthy footing. Thank you very much. And tell us a bit about what are you planning for today and what can people expect for the next week and the next month, actually.
Okay, so today, Eat for the Earth, which is a part of Climate Healers, part of our larger movement, is going to be presenting whole food extravaganza. We're going to be having food fun all day. We're going to be doing food demos. I've got a bunch of vegetables washed and some nice mushrooms here. And what I'm actually going to be making is mostly requests that we got from people for how to, they want us to make their favorite junky foods healthy. So I'm going to be making mac and cheese and cookies and all kinds of things that are usually unhealthy, but in a very healthy way. And we also have nutrition experts, including the marvelous Tami Hay coming on, a raw food chef extraordinaire, and she's going to do a food demo and do some teaching. And we also have some other nutrition experts, Sandy Reckenmacher, a food for life instructor with Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, and a number of other people. And we want to wrap people in support and inspiration and information and resources to help you kickstart your healthiest year yet. You know, many people are vegan, and that's wonderful. But if you're only vegan for the animals or for the earth, but not yourself, and you're not eating whole, healthy foods, then you're not including all of the animals. Or many people are not vegan, you're omnivores, but you have heard that you need to eat more plants or go all the way plant-based. We've heard from a lot of people that they're hearing that they need to go plant-based. And so we want to just give you a ton of tools right now before the new year, and have a lot of fun together. It's going all day from 9 a.m. to midnight Pacific time. And you know, something fun is going to be happening at every moment. It's going to be streaming live to Facebook on our Eat for the Earth page. And you will be able to just drop in any time or stay for the day, you know, whatever you want to do. You can ask your questions in the comments section. We'll have people keeping an eye on that and communicating with our presenters and making sure that your questions get answered. And we're also going to be telling you how you can get involved with Eat for the Earth. We're going to be telling you about a very exciting program we have coming up called Community RX, which is a collaboration with Plant Pure Communities, an international organization, and also our local health care providers. And what we're planning to do has two intentions to it. One of them is to give people a program that will allow them to reclaim their health and transform their lives through the power of whole plant food nutrition. And the second aim is for their doctors to see what happens, because we believe that when doctors see their patients transform their lives in a 10-day program, that they're going to be prescribing this diet for more patients. And we believe we can have a revolution in medicine here in Santa Cruz County and be a model for people in other communities around the world. And so that's kind of the Cliff Notes version of what's going on today with the Whole Foods extravaganza.
So, how many requests have you gotten for making traditional foods whole?
You know, we didn't get as many as I thought. So we only have 10.
Okay.
So it'll be kind of a relaxed pace. But I have plenty of food in the house. And if I get everything done, I'll just pull something else out and make something else fun. But yeah, we've got lots of really interesting. The mac and cheese is supposed to be an extravagant mac and cheese, a very yummy replacement for a meatloaf. We have a fettuccine alfredo. Traditionally, fettuccine alfredo, at least as it's made in this country, is heavy cream, butter, Parmesan cheese, and pasta. There's white pasta. There's nothing, unless somebody puts parsley on the top, there's nothing healthy in the whole dish. And so, you know, how can we remake that in a way that's not only tasty, but really good for you, good for the earth, and good for all life kind? I'm going to show you how to do it today.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Tami, tell us about what you're planning for the new year.
Wow. Well, we have a lot going on here. I'm really excited, Beth. And I'm really excited to be part of this extravaganza also to start with, because that's happening today and right into the evening. And what a way to bring in the new year, you know? It seems like a lot of times we've spent a lot of our years in general just being distracted, you know? And what if we bring celebration as a time to celebrate every living being and to upgrade our celebrations of life? And that includes all beings and all. And today, when I'm on the extravaganza at 4 o'clock Pacific, I'm going to take some beautiful food and we're going to make beautiful Buddha bowls. Yeah. And for the next 8 days, we're going to be doing a live demo on this podcast. And we're going to go through the chakra food in conjunction with 7 days of rest. .org with Dr. Doctor and Jan Golding. And we're going to do all kinds of really neat things. We're going to make infused water. So, you know, I kind of get overwhelmed in the kitchen too much because I'm like, oh, I got all this leftover, this and that. And I have ways to make it really, really easy. So I have all the ends of my parsley, because parsley is amazing. Parsley is almost nutritionally sound as wheatgrass. So I have all these parsley ends, and I don't want to clean them all up. So I put them in my blender with a lime and a little bit of cucumber, and I blend it and strain it and make a beautiful green water when I don't have time or energy to make a fresh green juice. And I have so much electrolyte food in this. Okay, so we're just going to learn little tips like that, how to make infused water over the next 7 days, including, please join our Rainbow Food, Rainbow People. We're going to be doing support for the whole month. Here's our beautiful blueberry smoothie. And we're talking about color therapy here. And you can ask me any questions. I'll be on, off, and on the extravaganza for the next, how many hours? 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 hours, 16 hours. We're talking a little bit about soups and how nourishing they can be in the winter for us. So, yeah.
Awesome. So here is the Rainbow Food, Rainbow Chakra group. You can, Rainbow Food for Rainbow People, right? Group that you can join. Beth, do you also have a group that you're forming with this?
Yes, our Facebook group, we have two. We have one called Eat for the Earth Santa Cruz for our local people, and then we have Eat for the Earth Worldwide. And people can join that that Facebook group. It's an ongoing group, so it's not just about the extravaganza.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I already put the link to that on the chat.
Oh, that's the Eat for the Earth page, I believe.
Eat for the Earth page. Okay, so that's Eat for the Earth group as well.
Yeah, and there's two Eat for the Earth groups and Eat for the Earth page. We have a meetup where we're opening our doors wherever people are. We're inviting people in. Yeah, I'm super excited for the 7 days of rest too, and so honored that Tami invited me. My favorite color is purple, and so I'll be there on the day that corresponds with the purple chakra, making purple sweet potato hummus, and it's really beautiful. I mean, I was really struck by the colors of your foods you just held up, Tami. And it really is so true that when people are eating, you know, these rainbow foods, these foods that have so much color in them, they're so alive, so vibrant. You know, when I'm picking out pictures to put up to, you know, entice people to come and eat foods, like it's usually these raw, live veggies and fruits that are just so attractive that like people, you know, I can't find the dead pictures, you know, even my own cooked food, it's like it doesn't look as vibrant unless I put a whole bunch of live food right on top. So, you know, eat your fruits and veggies, folks, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And that is a bit of a lead into our green day. It's going to be day 4. That's going to be, we're going to do some demos on the Moon podcast, but we're also going to have demos that have been pre-recorded. That's going to be on our Rainbow Food, Rainbow People, but live on the Moon podcast, live food kind of grandfather, Dr. Gabriel Cousins, one of my mentors and teachers at the Tree of Life, who I studied right through to get a master's in life and nutrition with. So we will be hopefully interviewing him on the 4th day.
Mm-hmm.
And I also would really like to invite everyone with a vegan heart, vegan energy forward, to join one of our larger organizations, also foundations that both Beth and I are part of through climatehealers.org, and it's Million Vegan Grandmothers. This year we formulated a gathering of people who are going to be here to speak out on behalf of our grandchildren. And the grandfathers are joining, and the children are joining, and please go on climatehealers.org and join the Vegan Grandmothers.
Yeah. Awesome. Food Healers in Los Angeles just announced that we are going to be doing a food distribution on the 22nd. And of course, the main person who's cooking all the food is a grandmother. I think I need to get her to join you. Celia Acevedo. And she makes amazing stew. It's us coming together and saying, let's heal ourselves first before we go off and heal the world, right? Heal the planet. I think, like they tell you on the plane, you have to put on your own oxygen mask first before you go and help others. And that starts by healing ourselves. It's not just giving ourselves vegan food, but healthy vegan food. So the whole food extravaganza is a great way to start. So Beth, can people ask you questions? Will you be able to answer questions during the extravaganza today?
Absolutely. Our presenters and our helpers will be in a Zoom meeting, but we're streaming the whole thing all day long to Facebook on the Eat for the Earth page. And so the participants can engage in the comments on the Facebook page. We're really excited and want people to engage, ask questions, make comments, invite your friends. And we'll have what we call our Facebook stream minder, who's going to be in our Zoom room, but also keeping an eye on the Facebook page and engaging with people there, taking their questions and bringing them to the people in the Zoom room and asking us, and we'll be able to answer live on the spot. And then the person that's minding the Facebook stream will also be able to give information in the Facebook feed of links and resources. We're going to shower people with a ton of resources. My friend and colleague Sandy Reckenmacher is really great about that. She's always studying the latest in nutrition science. She's been studying for 40 or 50 years, and she's always got the latest and greatest about the microbiome or whatever the latest thing is. And she's going to give a ton of links for people who like to research deeply. We're going to have the food demos. We'll be posting some recipes. Most of the things I'm winging today, because I don't usually make fettuccine Alfredo. I don't make mac and cheese often. I'm winging it, but I will be writing what I do and be giving people recipes. So there's lots of ways to engage right there in the Facebook stream.
Wonderful. Is there a plant-based doctor also that you will have on the show? Or
we do not have a plant-based doctor on the show. We do have some colleagues that are plant-based doctors, but we were not able to get any for the show this time.
Wonderful. I'm sure, if people have questions for doctors, you can get them answered. Yeah.
Absolutely. We can get them hooked up with plant-based doctors. There's resources for people to find that in whatever area they're in. Yeah. And that's, locally we're partnering with a number of doctors. The thing I'm most excited about is one of the largest nonprofit healthcare clinics in our county, which serves primarily low-income people, primarily monolingual Spanish speakers. They're partnering with us on this program, Community RX. So we're raising money for scholarships to be able to support as many of them as possible. And this organization, Salud, is so excited. 5 of their providers want to make it their passion project for the year to get as many patients as possible enrolled in this program, because there's very high rates of diabetes and heart disease and obesity and asthma and all of the other diseases that are associated, as T. Colin Campbell says, diseases of nutritional extravagance. They're from eating the regular kind of fettuccine Alfredo, right? They're from eating these animal products that are so toxic, and the chemicals in the food stream, and all these refined foods. But when you're eating whole, healthy plant foods, all of that can, in many cases, be reversed and certainly prevented. So I'm super excited because this demonstration is going to really make a difference in our community and have ripples beyond our community. Yeah.
So Tami, also after the Rainbow People 7-day program, what are you planning for the rest of the month?
Well, we're going to have live demos throughout, different speakers. And we're going to have pre-recorded stuff too, but also people are going to be completely supported, so they can ask questions, they can expect to have their questions answered, and really encouraging them to play along with us, you know, really make it play, really make it fun, like make your green water in the morning, and then the next thing, maybe when you're hungry a couple hours later, once your body's had a beautiful bit of time to detox in the morning, because we're in our greatest detoxification state till by 11 o'clock in the morning. And it's great if we can support that with the body not having to break down a lot of fiber and having some real electron-rich water. And then we want to do plant food for January. And we can help you make it easy. You'll have so much support. And that is what I really love teaching. I taught a food class yesterday and I was like, okay, one blender, we're gonna make our orange water, and then we're gonna make my favorite, like Beth said, that whatever you craved, you know, and you loved as a child and maybe had cravings for it, you can make a healthy version. So this I love the most with creamsicle ice creams, you know. And so I make creamsicle smoothie, and it was everyone's favorite. And so we'll be making some creamsicles. So we make our water right in here, and then we go smoothie for our meal to make a squash. And I said, this is how easy it is. Put one big roast pan in the oven for the food you predominantly raw. Then at the end of the day, a soup or a nice big salad, and then you can either, if you're really asking for those potatoes or that squash, or we can grab what we need and have something to make a quick meal with. That's really, really nutrient sound, you know, so we can have these beautiful vegetables and with some more substantial things that are going to fill us up. A little bit of quinoa. I got some spirulina on my quinoa here, and we can take those potatoes and make a beautiful potato salad, or it's very cold here right now, or I can just saute those potatoes a little bit and add it to my salad, or saute a little bit of cabbage and add it to the salad, and have predominantly living food, but some sauteed food that warms up my salad. I'm eating a warm salad, not a cold salad. So lots of tips.
Wonderful. So thank you all. Thank you both. I mean, are there any more things that you want to say, Beth, before we close?
Just come and join us. It's really easy. And if you're on Facebook, just pop in anytime. We're starting at 9 a.m. California time, which is, you know, pretty soon. Right. And then we'll be going all the way through midnight. So, you know, pop in and see what's happening. And we'll have a little bit of the schedule in the feed as well, so you can look forward to your favorite dishes or to learn what it is that you're feeling called to learn.
Well, thank you for putting so much effort into this, and maybe you need a little bit of rest before you start.
I would be ever so grateful if we can, Beth and I, Reverend Beth and I, can do a little invocation prayer or speakings for our week and our month and the rest of our lives.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that okay, Beth?
Absolutely.
Beautiful. I'll start and let you carry on. Let's just take a nice deep breath and exhale, and see when we exhale if we can feel ourselves grounding and connecting with the earth. Thich Nhat Hanh says it only takes 3 beautiful conscious breaths to come back home. Out of our head and into our bodies, into our hearts. Let's remember our breath. Let's remember our breath allows our water body. We're 99% molecularly water. So what are we telling ourselves throughout the day so that our water stays structured and pure and heals us? Keeping our awareness on our breath keeps us anchored in the here and now, so we can actually deem joy from life. It's very difficult to deem joy from our past or future, in our heads planning. So as we prepare our food, may we prepare our blood. as we gather our food, whether it's from a grocery store or whether we're sprouting our lentils or mung beans in the jar. Just bless. Let's bless our food. And oh, be so ever grateful we get to choose what's on our plate. May we hold space for all beings. It is not a privilege, but right for all of us to eat. And the grandmothers are coming together and the people are coming together to see that all beings on this planet are fed and treated with reverence. The Creator, archangels of the highest order, the two-legged, the four-legged people, the crawling ones, the winged ones. We hold you in such high reverence. We know that we do not have dominion in the true sense over you, the way people see dominion. We know that dominion means caretaker. And we remember our role as we step into 2022. And as we demonstrate our love through food and nutrition and feeding all people everywhere. Reverend Beth.
I'm right now in this moment giving my consent to all that has been said, aligning my energy, my consciousness with the consciousness that has been expressed so eloquently, so beautifully, and knowing and trusting that we are living and moving and having our being within a friendly universe that is always for us and never against us. Knowing that there is a power for good in the universe that is what we are, all one. There is no separation between me and the one that created me. There is no separation between me and all of life. And so since we are all one, and since this one is benevolent, I know that good and only good can happen now. And so as we prepare for this amazing opportunity to connect and to touch and to heal and to inspire and to love and to love and to love some more, we know that all is well. And we know that these programs are unfolding divinely in a most perfect way, in a way that uplifts and inspires and is a blessing to all concerned. And I speak a word for the organization known as Climate Healers, and I hold it up in prayer, and I see its vision, its mission, all done in the mind of the one, and so therefore done. And I know that it is done in a way that truly blesses all life kind. We leave no one out. And we know that the earth is part of this whole web of life, that it is the mother, it is the place of respite, it is the fertile soil out of which we take inspiration and in which we are nourished. And so we tend to this earth by tending to ourselves, by tending to others around us, by knowing that we are all one. And I lift up Eat for the Earth, and I lift up the million vegan grandmothers and the 7 days of rest and the rainbow people. And I know that these endeavors are ideas in the mind of the one, and therefore they are fully resourced in every way, shape, and form, because God never has an idea that it is not willing to resource. And so we rest in this knowing, and we trust in this knowing with deep, deep gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, beloved. I know that this or something better now manifests, so it's easy to release this word and to allow it to be in grace and trust and faith and deep gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you so much, both of you.
Thank you so much, Dr.
And looking forward to serving you.
And me.